fallen out of love with me. He's only pretending he has, and I want to know why.
Katie, listen. Okay, oh, wait. In case you haven't noticed, all right? Simon and I are not that close, all right?
Give it up, Henry, or I'll poke a hole through your heart.
Listen, I swear, honey, I swear, I don't know anything, okay? On my grandmother's portfolio,
You were at that sleazy bar last night. You saw him with that tramp.
Yes, and so did you, all right? And let me give you a little piece of advice here. Attacking people, especially in public, is not the healthiest way to solve your problems.
To the subject, Henry.
Okay, look, I don't know anything, all right? All I know is he's been flirting with other women, okay? I have no idea why, except for the obvious reasons.
Get out! Get out! And if you see my husband before I do, tell him I'm not as gullible as he thinks.
All right. But you know what, Katie? He's been nothing but trouble, all right? You might consider this a blessing.
Get out! Out!
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just being interrogated by your wife.
You didn't tell her anything, did you? What'd you tell her?
No, I kept my mouth shut, as promised. But you're not fooling her, Simon, okay? She knows you're up to something.
What'd she say?
Oh, she thinks you have some ulterior motive with that woman last night.
Listen, Henry, I have to step things up fast.
Listen, there are very few people that I care about in this world. But God, help me, Katie is one of them. And it's no fun seeing her get hurt.
I told you this is for her protection.
All right, fine. Then get it over with, quick. Because dragging out like this is just making it worse, and that's not fair.
Well, this is incredible. You giving me advice about the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's a strange world, ain't it? It's getting stranger by the minute.
Where I come from, friendship is not something you ask for. It's something that grows between two people over time.
All right, well, let me rephrase the question. Is there something between us that we can grow over time?
Yeah, I'm thinking about a hedge about yay tall. It's a joke. Kidding. I have to say, I didn't really like you too much in the beginning, but little by little, you're growing on me, so no hard feelings, all right?
No, none. Look, I know that all this is about you trying to protect Lily. It's natural.
Yeah, of course it is, you know? Anybody messes with my sister, they get me all over them.
Do you know what I was thinking? I'm watching you and Lily relate to each other, and I wish that you had grown up together as kids.
Why?
Lily was lonely growing up, and I think having a sister like you would have really helped her.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. You always this good with the compliments?
Well, the best compliments are only the truthful ones, right?
Yeah. Paul would be very happy that we're getting along.
So, friendship is not out of the question.
No. Not out of the question, no.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not asking to take Will on a trek across the Alps. I just want to take him for a little spin out in the courtyard for some fresh air.
Well, I'd love to oblige you, but Will is still a patient here, and we have necessary rules.
Yes, and aren't those rules just a technicality? Now that Allison Stewart has admitted to starting the fire in the Snyder barn, Will's no longer has any reason to be in treatment here.
Well, until a judge releases him from state custody, the hospital's still responsible for him.
I am Will's mother, and I am responsible for him, Dr. Michaels, and I will not relinquish my job to anyone.
The situation couldn't be worse. She's a former ADA looking to make her mark as district attorney. They're going to throw the book at Allison.
No, don't take Evelyn so seriously. She's just trying to flex her muscles and make us feel intimidated.
Well, she did a good job on me. I'm terrified.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can get the judge to agree to let Allison out on bail.
We gotta remember that her being a minor gives her certain protections under the law. You gotta hammer that home, Tom, every chance you get.
Well, thank you. And don't you look so discouraged. It's not going to help our case.
I'll do my best. I'll do anything for my baby.
I don't know about testifying, Allison. It just feels strange.
You wouldn't be lying. You know it's true.
Yeah, but getting up in a courtroom and telling everybody that, you love me, I just don't see how that's gonna help.
It will. Believe me. Everybody's been in love, right?
I guess.
Well, they have. And once the judge hears that I started the fire because I wanted to help someone that I loved and make him into a hero, there's got to be some sympathy coming my way.
Why can't you just tell the judge that yourself?
Because it won't sound the same coming from me. Come on, Aaron, I really need you to come through for me.
I can't. I'm sorry, Allison. I can't do it.
Katie? Katie, I know you're home. I can hear you sulking. Look, if you want to talk about what happened last night, now might be your one and only chance.
Sorry, did you say something?
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like, Lovey? Going into the family business.
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you, but that outfit's not going to really cut it on a sheep farm.
Think again, honey. Hey, you made a living going after wealthy women. No reason I can't do the same with wealthy men.
Oh, you can't be serious.
What's the matter? You don't think I have what it takes?
Actually, I think you do rather well.
You bet I will.
As long as you didn't get emotionally involved. You see, that happened to me a couple of times in my life, and it always turned out to be a big mistake.
Thanks for the tip. But I already knew that.
I'm not suggesting that I or anyone else in this hospital is better at caring for Will than his parents. I'm talking about legal responsibility.
I'm sorry. It's just hard for me sometimes. You're a mother. How would you feel if your child had been locked up for weeks for no reason at all? And we both know it's just a matter of time before the court releases him. So what harm is it going to do if I take him outside for a breath of fresh air? It's the most beautiful day we've had in months, please.
How do you feel about it, Will? You want to take a little walk with your mom?
It's okay, honey. Dr. Michaels is not going to eat you up.
Sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, don't be too long, all right? I would like Will back here in 15 minutes.
Oh, 15 minutes will be plenty of time. I don't want him to catch cold.
Okay. Have fun.
Thank you. She always like that?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Tell me, is your coat in your room? We don't want to be late.
Late for what?
That is a secret. Come on, we're going to have an adventure.
I'm sorry for interrupting you. I'm just worried that the judge is going to refuse to let Allison out on bail.
Well, you see, it wasn't the interruption that bothered me. It was the assumption that I needed your help.
I got over-enthusiastic, Tom. I wasn't...
I'll tell you what, when you become a surgeon, I'll sneak into the operating room right up behind you and I'll say, use the big clamp. Don't you think you should be using the big clamp?
That's fine.
You're turning me down just like that? Aaron, I could be stuck in jail until my trial.
Allison, if I thought it would help, I would say anything you want. But starting a fire out of love doesn't change the fact that you did it.
You okay?
That would be a stretch.
Anything I can do?
Start a fire, burn down this courthouse? That was a joke.
You've got a weird sense of humor, Allison.
Tell me about it. Chris, Aaron and I were kind of in the middle of something.
I'll see you later.
Chris, I'm really glad that you're here.
That's fine.
It's not like there's nothing in this for you. If you go in there and speak up in front of the judge, then maybe I could get out on bail and tell Lucy that you and I didn't sleep together.
That's blackmail, Allison. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
You could call it friends helping friends.
All right, I'll do it.
Thank you.
Yes, but when it's over, you tell Lucy the truth.
Of course, that's our deal. It's gonna work. I know it's going to work.
Allison, has it started?
Not yet.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I'd be late. Where's Mom?
Inside with Tom.
Is everything all right?
It's better. Aaron said he's gonna speak in front of the judge for me.
Yeah, it's a friends helping friends thing.
Okay, thanks. Come on, we better get inside. Let's go.
I'll be right in.
Come on. Allison, go.
I've been lucky in business, and Paul's been lucky in love.
Oh, yeah, on our good days, I suppose, yeah.
Come on. I find that hard to believe. You're a very unique woman.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really are. You've got beauty and humor and strength, and most important, you play by your own rules.
Yes.
Paul's a lucky man. I am thrilled. I'm thrilled you two found each other.
You're tricky, you know? Very tricky to figure out. You know, one second here, you're busting my chops, and then pouring on the smooth talk. I don't know. Tricky.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for that.
Yeah?
Can I make a confession to you?
Sure.
The reason that I tease you so much is that I get nervous when I'm around you, and I don't understand it.
Oh.
The way I see it, we can work as a team, robbing innocent rich people all over the world. We'll be like Bonnie and Clyde without all the blood at the end.
Hey, look, I'm not looking for a partner.
Well, too bad. You already have one. Why not make the most of it? I'm thinking we should start in Greece, find one of the islands, hang out by the dock.
Just cut it out, okay?
What's the matter? You think you had a patent on it?
Look, whatever I've done in my past has come natural to me. You're way too decent to be scamming people.
Don't you think I know that? But you seem to refuse to tell me what's bothering you, so I figure if you can't beat him, join him.
This whole marriage thing is what's bothering me. You just seem to refuse to want to admit that.
Because it's not true.
What, you think you have some sort of hold on me that I can't break?
No, I don't. I know that if you didn't love me anymore, I would know it. I'd be able to feel it. So you better try something else, honey, because I can still read you like a book.
Nothing else is going on with me. You're just refusing to accept the obvious.
Which is what?
What, do you want me to spell it out for you? I was out last night, running after another woman. Does that sound like a man who's really happy with his current status?
So are you telling me that our marriage is over?
Allison Stewart may be a teenager, but she has the mature mind of a criminal. Therefore, the state requests that she be tried as an adult and be held without bail.
No. Just relax. What's she doing? Mother, she's grandstanding. The judge is never going to go for it.
Withholding bail has little or no precedent here, Your Honor. Miss Stewart has no felony record. She has deep family roots here in Oakdale. In fact, her brother-in-law is Oakdale's chief of detectives, Hal Munson.
Well, that didn't stop her from running away twice before.
She ran because she was frightened and confused, not because she was trying to avoid prosecution.
Oh, so now you're a psychologist.
That's enough, Miss Hart. I presume you have a counter-proposal?
The defense requests that bail be set at $10,000 and that Allison be released into her mother's care and supervision. We also request that she be tried as a juvenile offender, which we believe is appropriate in this case.
Thank you both. If there is no further argument, then
Your
I'm
Honor, if I
prepared
may, Miss Stewart has asked that a friend speak on her behalf.
Objection. This is a bail hearing, not a trial.
I don't see that it matters. Counselor, is this person in the courtroom now?
His name is Aaron Snyder, Your Honor. Aaron, are you ready to address the court?
Do you have something prepared?
Yeah. Kind of. Allison Stewart has, made some bad moves. But what I'm really trying to say is that when she started that fire, she didn't intend for anybody to actually get hurt. But anyway, the only reason she did it in the first place is because she thought she had a good reason. You see, Allison was one of the first people I met when I moved here from Seattle, and,
I'm so sorry for the interruption, Your Honor, but my son is a vital part of this case, and I need to speak to the district attorney. Honey, have a Missy. I'll be right with you.
I don't know who you are, madam, but you are disrupting my courtroom.
I'm so sorry, but it's for good cause.
What the hell are you doing here?
I want the judge to see the victim, my son, to make sure that your sister gets the punishment she deserves.
Hey, what's the matter with you? What the hell do you think you're doing? Hey, I'm talking to you, kid.
Yeah, hey, slow down. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea what just happened.
I'll tell you what happened. You just made a pass at your best friend's girlfriend. That's what you did.
Hold on.
Get out of my way.
Wait a second, Rose. I had no intention of making... I don't know what I was thinking, all right? You have to forgive me, please.
Oh, forgive you. I know you. I know who you are. You know, you come off all smooth, everybody's buddy, and you got a hidden agenda, a weird little agenda just for yourself.
No,
I got it.
No, that's not true. You gotta believe me.
Oh, I don't believe you, and neither will Paul. Excuse me.
Hey, wait a second, Rose. Wait, please, don't. Please, don't tell Paul what just happened.
No, what you just did.
Yeah, what I did. I made a mistake. I don't want him to know because it's gonna hurt him.
What? Paul has the right to know what kind of guy you really are.
The kind of guy I am? Is that who I am? I made a mistake. I made a mistake, an idiotic one that I can't possibly justify, and I don't want it to destroy our friendship, Rose.
Friendship? But Paul doesn't need a friend like you stabbing him in the back.
I made a mistake, and I apologize. Can we leave it at that and not make things worse?
Are you asking me to lie for you? Forget it.
I'm asking you to preserve something that's important to all of us. Maybe it was the wine, to tell you the truth.
Wait, are you gonna give me the wine excuse? Oh, no,
I
you know,
don't
right
know.
now, when Paul gets back here, I'm gonna tell him exactly what happened.
Rose.
Hey, what's going on? Tell me what? Well, I am waiting, folks. What is this deep, dark secret you two are keeping from me?
I shouldn't say this, but you have a right to know what kind of guy your friend really is.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
No. We're talking about sports, and this guy says he doesn't root for Chicago anymore. Strictly a New York team guy. Jets, Giants, Yankees, even the Mets. I was ready to smack him across the face.
Well, Dave, he has lived in Manhattan before. It's a natural thing.
I know,
right?
but it's a question of character and loyalty. You know, those things are very important to you.
Yes, they are. You know what? This is great. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
How's that?
You know, if you two can argue about something as ridiculous as this, it means you must be pretty comfortable with each other, right? Am I right? Am I right? Are you two starting to feel like friends?
It was fun getting out this morning.
Yeah.
All right? We need to do that more often.
Yeah, little by little, little by little. Rose seemed intense. Don't you think?
Intense how?
I don't know, defensive somehow. Anytime Dusty said something, she had to disagree with him. Oh. She came by the other day to warn us about Dusty being back in town.
Yeah, I think that she's just afraid I might get a little bit jealous, that's all.
Yeah, but you know Dusty. He's very affectionate. You know, the hugging, the kissing, all that talk about, you know, taking me away from all of this. And Rose thinks he's going to make a play for me just because he kissed her on the neck, thinking it was me.
Well, Rose is territorial. She thinks Dusty is an outsider.
Well, she better get over it.
She will.
You know what, Holden, I really shouldn't ask you this. But Rose isn't onto something, is she? I mean, you wouldn't be jealous of Dusty after all these years, would you?
Does Hal know you brought Will to this hearing?
I don't need Hal's permission. I can take Will anywhere I please.
Do you honestly think this is a good thing for your son? Hasn't he been traumatized enough, Barbara?
If Will can help put Allison in jail, then it's good for everyone.
Take your seats or I will clear this courtroom.
Your Honor, if I may address the court.
We were about to hear from Mr. Snyder.
Yes, but this is extremely important.
Proceed.
We've just been joined in the courtroom by Will Munson. He's the little boy who was in the Snyder barn when Allison Stewart burned it down.
It's okay, honey. Be over in just a couple minutes.
Will Munson is only 12 years old, and yet he has spent a great deal of time in the hospital recuperating from the injuries he sustained during that fire. He's been in a coma for weeks, suffered several seizures, nearly died.
Your Honor, is this necessary? It's a matter of record that there were injuries sustained in the fire.
I think it is relevant, Mr. Hughes. Please go on.
Not only is Miss Stewart the direct cause of his misfortune, she allowed him to take the blame for her crime, encouraging him to stand by the lie so that she herself would not be implicated.
Mom, I want to go.
Will Munson's
just a
presence
little
here
longer.
today
Remember
represents
what we
the
talked about.
deliberate nature
When
of
somebody does
Allison
something
Stewart's
wrong,
behavior.
they need to take
Hers
responsibility.
are not the confused, random actions of a minor gone astray. We are talking about sustained, calculating behavior.
Your Honor, please.
You may be seated, Miss Hart. I've heard enough to render a decision.
Wait, what about Aaron?
I don't believe any further input is necessary. Given the nature of the crimes charged against her and the suffering that she has caused, Allison Stewart will be tried as an adult. The court will also deny bail at this time.
Your Honor, this is completely unjustified.
I'm sure you will point that out in your petition. This hearing is adjourned.
They can't do that. She's just a little girl.
It's all right, Mom. It's okay.
I was praying you wouldn't be here, Barbara. I was praying you took Will someplace else. It's all right, son. Everything's gonna be all right.
Dad, I wasn't trying to hurt Allison. It's just that Mom said she needed
You
to
didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault.
I suppose Lynn Michaels called you?
She told me you lied and you took Will off the grounds, yeah.
He didn't need to be there. He needed to be here in court.
What has happened to you, Barbara? Since when have right and wrong become such a mystery to you?
I can take it, Simon. Just tell me the truth. Is our marriage over?
Look, living with you, it's just not working for me anymore. I don't know what else to say.
I don't understand. You go where you want. You do what you please. I've never tried to hold you back.
It's not the freedom that I have. It's the freedom that I've lost. See, when Bartleby showed up, it just reminded me of how much fun I used to have. Yeah, the good old days. It was like a drug. I need it. I want to go back, Katie, back to where I belong.
But you belong with me.
I don't belong to anyone, and I do not answer to anyone. I want out.
It won't make you happy, Simon. Only I can make
Look,
you
not
happy.
everyone can be your version of happy in this world, okay? You know, sometimes other things just turn out to be more important.
Like what? Please, just tell me.
Do you want me to make you a list? I am tired of pretending, okay? So yes, I'm leaving you, Katie. Yes, our marriage is over.
What if you get angry someday and our marriage and our vows and our blender and everything we have isn't enough to keep you here and you leave?
I'm not going to leave you ever. For no reason will I ever leave you. We are married for life. Oh, yeah, this is the point where I remind you that we only got married so I could stay in the country. Katie, you changed me into someone who could love enough to make a commitment, and I made that to you today. Forever. Love doesn't give you the right to raise who I am. I miss the old days. I want... Can I get you a drink?
No, thanks. I wouldn't want you to feel confined by my needs.
I'm gonna go back.
Simon. You never said you didn't love me.
I do love you, Katie. Just not enough to stay.
Wait, Simon, please, wait. If you were feeling so confined, then why were you so excited about having a baby?
A last-ditch effort. I thought it'd help. I was gonna give it a try.
And all this changed because of Bartleby?
He was a catalyst. He just brought up memories of a life I used to love.
And yet you wanted to have him arrested.
That was for your sake, not mine. He was a danger to you. I didn't want him to hurt you.
Bo!
What?
That is the biggest crock I've ever heard.
Believe what you want, okay? This is not my problem anymore.
I am warning you, Simon. You leave this house, then I'll drag you back here any way I can.
Just let me go.
I just want the truth. Why are you leaving?
I just told you the truth.
You're lying. I know you're lying. You're lying about the way you feel about me. You're lying about Bartleby. It's all some kind of smokescreen for something else.
Okay, if you think you know me so well, why don't you tell me why you think I want to go?
Because you're in some sort of trouble and you think that I'm gonna get hurt if you don't push me away. That's it. I nailed it, Simon, didn't I?
Well, I wouldn't say we're buddies just yet, but the potential's there, and I just think it needs some nurturing.
Slowly. Very slowly.
All right, well, there's no mad rush. Now that Dusty's back in town, you guys can take as long as you want to get to know each other. How about that?
I'm going to be very busy over the next couple of months.
Well, we can go at your pace.
Oh, thank you for your permission.
You sure nothing? Did something else happen while I was away?
No. You know, I still think she just harbors doubts about me.
Is it true?
I got doubts about everybody, you know? I'm Jersey. You know, that's how we work in Jersey.
See? Smart girl. I'm starting to see why you two are headed to the altar.
Paul and I have some questions to work out before we walk down that aisle, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So don't rent that tux just yet. We got plenty of time.
You know what?
Plenty of time.
Have an idea? Why don't the three of us head into the dining room and we celebrate?
What are we celebrating?
You and Dusty finally breaking the ice.
Am I jealous, Dusty? Maybe I am. Just a little.
Are you serious? Really?
You asked the question, I answered it.
But, I mean, we just had another child. We have an incredible life together, and I love you more and more every single day.
It's not about you and Dusty. I know the kind of person he is, and I don't take his comments seriously.
Good, because if it bothered you, I'd tell him to stop immediately.
You wouldn't have to. I'd tell him myself.
So where's this coming from?
Dusty has been successful in business. He's been all around the world, and he's worked with important people. All I've ever done is stay here in Oakdale and breed horses.
Wait, you have an incredible business that you've built up for yourself. You're the hardest worker that I know.
I have done okay. But, like I said, Dusty's been around the world, and he's been with all these important people. He's done good things, and I just can't help but wonder how my life would have been different if I hadn't played it so safe.
It is going to be all right. I will have an appeal in by morning.
I'm going to jail.
Honey, that judge is an idiot. He had no right to do this to you. We're gonna get you out of here. Don't you worry. Isn't that right, Tom?
I am going to do my best, but listen, nothing's going to happen overnight.
If I hadn't brought Will to this hearing, then Allison's crimes would have been faceless. The judge needed to see this child, this victim whose life that she nearly ruined.
All right, that's enough. You ready to blast out of here? Let's go.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm taking him back to Memorial.
I can do that, Hal. You don't have to come in here and play hero.
You really want to face Lynn Michaels? She could have you arrested for abduction, you know.
I'm not afraid of her. I'm not afraid of anyone. I did what was right.
You think that having Will watch his stepsister get hauled off to jail was an enriching experience for him?
He had to be here. I needed to sway the judge in our favor.
Our favor? Oh, I hope you don't mean you and me, Barbara.
I mean our family. You, me, and Will.
Sweetie, don't cry. I'll come visit you every day, and if I can't be there, I'll make sure somebody is.
It won't make a difference. I'm still a prisoner.
Listen to me. You can get through this. You just have to stay strong.
How? When everything I care about is being taken away.
When there's clear and present danger,
I say let's catch the freak.
never let your guard down.
I just feel like that no matter what we do, this guy is going to be one step ahead of us.
Trust no one.
Can you smell the witch hunt in the air?
I found her in the yard watching the house.
And stay in the light. Guiding Light on CBS, the #1 daytime network.
right, listen to me. I want you to keep a journal, all right? I want you to write down all your thoughts and feelings. I promise it'll be better than keeping it all inside.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay.
Honey, I'm gonna get the teachers to put together your homework. It'll give you something to concentrate on, so you won't...
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get through this, okay? You just need to stay strong. We are gonna get through this. We're gonna help each other get through this.
I realize that Allison is your wife's sister, but Will is your son, your flesh and blood. Your loyalty should lie with him, Hal. Are you listening to me?
No, I'm not. I have another family now, Barbara. And I owe a part of myself to them, too. Come on, we got places to go.
Oh, no. No.
Please stand
Is
back.
that absolutely necessary?
It's okay.
No, Emily.
I'm sorry.
Don't take my baby away.
Allison, it's okay, sweetie. It's all gonna be over soon. I promise. We love you, honey. It's okay, Mom. Come on, Mom. Oh, Mom. Oh, come on. Sit down. Just come on. Sit down. Tom, help me. Get her some water.
Sit down.
Aaron, wait. I want to talk to you. Wait. Listen, I want to thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to say what you came here to say, sweetie.
Well, I just don't get how they think it's all right for her to be in jail.
Well, it's not fair. The legal system is far from perfect, but thank you for offering, to speak up for her.
I didn't.
What do you mean you didn't?
Allison made me a deal. If I spoke up for her in court, she would do something for me.
Okay, now is this something gonna make me feel worse than what I do already?
She said she'd tell Lucy the truth about Allison and me.
Which is what?
Allison made Lucy think that she and I had slept together, even though we didn't. Now Lucy never wants to see me again.
Oh, Aaron. Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I know how important Lucy is to you.
Look, I'm sorry, too. I mean, this is not exactly the best place to talk about it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, do you mind? I know it's uncomfortable, but do you mind telling me how Allison got Lucy to think that the two of you slept together?
I'm kind of embarrassed about it, so if you can ask her, that'd be much better.
Okay. It's okay. I'll do that. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna make sure Allison lives up to her end of the bargain.
That would be great. That would be great. Please do that. That would mean so much to me.
Yeah, I figured it might.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, I gotta get going, but look, Allison's really lucky to have a sister like you.
You do not have to wonder how you would do in Dusty's business because you would be brilliant.
Thank you for your unbiased opinion.
It is a very true and honest opinion because you are wonderful. You're talented and you're smart and everybody likes you. You're a wonderful person.
All right, fine. I would have been next Donald Trump. The problem is there's no way of knowing for sure.
Wait, is this really a problem? I mean, are you really jealous of what Dusty has accomplished?
Jealous probably isn't the right word. But every man would like to think that given the opportunity, he could catch that winning touchdown or win the gold medal, but I never really had the opportunity to put myself in that position. That's all I'm saying.
Sit down. It just matters how you define success, I mean, Dusty has stock options, but you have so much more. You're an amazing, amazing father. You're a treasured friend, you're a wonderful son, and you're respected in what you do, and you have a wife who loves you so much that her heart pounds sometimes with the pure joy of it. So Dusty's the one that should be jealous of you.
I love you.
No, I'm not in any trouble, Katie. No. Oh, not unless you include being stuck in Oakdale here with you.
Right. It has to have something to do with Bartleby. That's the only thing
Look,
that makes
I just
sense.
told you that our marriage is over. Now, I know that's hard for you to
No,
understand.
forget it,
That
forget it.
is the
Simon,
only
it doesn't
reason.
matter. I don't believe that you don't love me anymore. I don't believe that you want out of this marriage. In fact, I think that you love me now more than ever, and that's why you're doing all this.
Believe what you want. I'm still going.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Because wherever you go, I'll be 2 steps behind you because I will never give up on us. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to change.
You know, it's a shame Dusty couldn't stay and join us. You two would have come to blows over appetizers. You know, you'd want to share an antipasta, he'd go for the shrimp cocktail. Next thing you know, there's blood all over the place. No, I'm serious. If you two didn't get bent out of shape over the Bulls and the Knicks, then dinner would have been a bloodbath.
Yeah, see, the thing is about, you know, people, when they talk about sports, it's like an attitude. You know, some people think they know everything, and then you're just a peon who knows absolutely nothing.
Well, Dusty's not like that.
Yo. Just because you played Pac-Man with him when you guys were like 8 years old does not mean you know who he is right now, today.
Yeah, sure I do. Learned a lot about a man playing Pac-Man.
I think he's graduated, you know, not just a Pac-Man. Now he's Mr. High Roller, Mr. NASDAQ.
And where do you think he learned those winning strategies?
You know what? If you don't want to take me seriously,
Okay.
I get it.
All right,
Fine.
I am sorry. You know, I can't resist the temptation to teach you. It just strikes me funny, that's all, that two people that should be like brother and sister can't get along. You know, maybe that's it.
What?
Dusty never had a little sister, so maybe he's terrorizing you to make up for it now.
You think that he looks at me as a little sister? No, I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
No.
Gonna eat that tomato? I mean, it's sitting there. It looks very lonely. Can you put it over here, please? Thank you.
There you go. You hungry?
Hey, come on. You know me. I got a healthy appetite. You don't want a stick figure, do you? Like a nice
Oh, don't say that.
rod with...
Don't. You know I love your body, every inch of it.
I love you. I'm sorry if your friend... I'm sorry. You put me in a bad mood. I
am
apologize.
sorry. I am sorry if it seems like I'm pushing. I'll stop. You and Dusty go at your own speed.
But you want everybody in your life that you care about to get along. I know that, and it's only natural.
All right, well, maybe you're right. You know, part of me looks at Dusty and sure, I see the kid I grew up with, but maybe you're right. Maybe he has changed more than I realize.
That happens. Yes, I mean, people make money, you know, and they get greedy. Feel like they can reach out and take whatever they want, even though it's not theirs. You know, maybe I shouldn't be
You know
talking about
what?
this.
I can't figure out why we were spending what could be an extremely romantic dinner talking about someone else. Now, you and Dusty will either work something out or you will not. But you and I, how'd you put it? We have questions to answer before this marriage thing is a go.
Not too many questions.
Glad you said that. Because looking at your beautiful face right now, I can't think of one.
And then you have a problem, you know. It's your fault. You gotta look harder at
No,
this
it's
face.
your fault. It is. It is your fault for coming home and making the past couple months best of my life.
Then I shouldn't ruin it.
How could you possibly ruin
Very easy. But I won't. You can eat that roll. Also looks lonely. Can you put it over here? Hey, what's the matter with you? What the hell do you think you're doing?
That's a good question. But I get a better one. You gonna make me regret it?